Star Trek Strange New Worlds nearly didn't get a fifth season. So why would Paramount Plus be negotiating with what is arguably the most popular series of live-action Star Trek? Why wouldn't they want a fifth season? Is it because Kurtzman isn't getting a new deal? Welcome to the Tachyon Pulse podcast.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.
At Star Trek Las Vegas, Rebecca, I'm not saying her second name, I'm definitely going to get that wrong, that plays number one in Star Trek Strange New Worlds, was talking about the fifth season. In general, a few of the actresses were talking about how the fifth season is going to end. And I remember one of the actresses, the lady that plays Uhura, actually starts giving us a few bits of information about season 5 and goes, what are they going to do? Sack me again? That doesn't bode well for Star Trek Year 1, does it really? We might be getting a new Uhura. Or at very least, it just proves again that the actors, and actually even Akiva Goldsman and Alonzo Meyer, know nothing about whether they're going to get that or not, because they're not. They were talking about season 5, and our number one did talk about how Paramount Plus did not want a fifth season. They just didn't want it. What they wanted to do was finish season 4 and then do a 2-hour movie. Alonzo Meyers, though, and Akiva Goldsman negotiated hard, and they told Paramount Plus, look, we can't finish off all these storylines in a 2-hour movie. We just can't. So they had to negotiate really hard to even get the 6 episodes that was finally agreed. But why? Look, I say arguably this is the most popular live-action series of Star Trek under Alex Kurtzman. Because, alright, there's an argument to say actually Picard Season 3 is. But over an actual series, over more than one season, because let's be honest, Picard Season 1 and 2 were not great, and Discovery was not great, Strange New Worlds has been consistently the series that does well, let's be honest, and that fans, even the fans that really don't like Star Trek under Kurtzman, at least enjoy some of the episodes, and that's the series that maybe gets the least flack. So it's a popular series. It's doing very well. It's got a cast that mostly people like. Why on earth would Paramount Plus not want a full 5th season? Well, we dropped it exclusively here that actually they were only getting 6 episodes because that was all Paramount were confident that Secret Hideout could get done. That actually their deal ends sometime in the summer of 2026, and the feeling is that they're not going to be getting a new one. That Secret Hideout will not be doing Star Trek beyond that date. Now, this, to me, this story of them wanting to do a movie instead of a full season really just underlines that point. If Paramount Plus were confident that they were going to be negotiating a new deal and that Secret Hideout was going to continue making new Star Trek, why would they be doing this with the most popular show of the franchise currently? You would think the negotiation would be, do a 5th season, can you do a 6th? How about a 7th? And then, look, we'd love to do a straight-to-streaming movie following that. There has been some questions on a couple of the different websites that I've seen about this, that would it be a straight-to-cinematic movie? And I can tell you, no, it wouldn't. But a straight-to-streaming movie, like they did for Section 31, because that did so well, would be something that I would be looking at arguing. You know, I would be Akiva Goldsman saying, look, we've done great here, can we do a movie? I know that before the sale with over to Skydance, they were going to do a Lower Decks movie, and that's not happened yet, even though I am hearing rumours that Skydance would quite like to, if it's at all possible, but it's not going to be done in the time they've got left. So, a simple answer to why Paramount Plus would be negotiating for a movie following season 4, or having to negotiate hard to even allow 6 episodes, it's twofold. For one, the current deal Secret Hideout have basically means that they can produce anything Star Trek that they want. And if Paramount Plus say no to it, they're allowed to shop it out. I've told you this, guys, loads of times. I know people that have actually seen the contract. So, why couldn't they just do 10 episodes and sell it beyond that? Two reasons. One, Paramount did say yes. So if Paramount say yes, Secret Hideout's hands are tied. They have to give it to Paramount. And Paramount really then decide what to do with it, how much to order, etc., etc. Another thing is, though, that once the deal ends, that I'm told is about August 2026, but maybe sooner, that actually they're not allowed to produce any more Star Trek, and they're not allowed to sell anything they then produced with the Star Trek name on it to anybody else. So the IP in its entirety reverts back to Paramount. So, for one, whatever Paramount say on this, Secret Hideout have to do. So that's the first thing. Let's put that on the carpet, put a pin in it, done. The fact that they've had to negotiate to even get the 6 episodes, which I'm told will push it right up to the deadline. They are rushing now. They've just finished season 4. They are now rushing to get the second season of Academy done, and then they're going to have to go straight into this 6 episode run. And I'm actually being told that they need to get it all filmed and done. They can then continue the post-production, but apparently Skydance don't want them to. They want everything done, wrapped, finished by the time the contract ends. They're really rushing to get that done. For me, it is bloody obvious why. Skydance are saying, you're not getting a new deal. Or at very least, Paramount for the last 12 months have been telling them to prepare for the fact they may not get a new deal. Now, exclusively, I was able to tell you that Skydance have put together a deal extension, a contract that, as far as I know, they have not shown to Secret Hideout, but that is prepared. Why? I think that's just good business. I think that is them basically saying, look, we haven't 100% made a final decision. We're willing to let you pitch your ideas to us, which is happening now. Secret Hideout is basically pitching their different ideas for different TV shows, including Star Trek Year 1, including something that Kirk would be involved in, Bill Shatner basically. They've been asked to do something regarding Legacy, even though, as far as I know, they haven't. Secret Hideout haven't, that is. And Skydance are willing to basically give them a chance to convince them. For me, that's just good business. You load all your bases. You prepare contingency plans. You don't necessarily put all your eggs in one basket. That's enough metaphors, I feel. I don't think they have actually intended to offer them this deal, but they had it in their back drawer just in case actually something they pitched was good. That doesn't seem to be happening, and everything I hear tends to suggest that Kurtzman's time under Star Trek is done. And to be honest, this story about how they had to negotiate hard to be even allowed to do 6 episodes of the most popular Star Trek under Kurtzman just underlines the fact that they're not going to be getting a new deal. So, if you want Star Trek back under Paramount, you want Star Trek to go in a different direction, I think you're going to get your wish. If you love Kurtzman Trek, then not so much. If you just want good Star Trek and don't care either way, then yay. But guys, get into the comments, tell me what you think. Do you think that I'm 2 + 2 = 9 here, or would you agree with my logic that the fact that they've had to do this suggests no deal? Also, the fact that there's a contract prepared, that there is this document there ready just in case. Good business, or a hint that they are going to get a new deal? Get into the comments and tell me what you think. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. It really helps us out, and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can become a member of the channel and get to see a lot of these videos before everybody else. Go check that out too. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.